we'll take the 6th shloka. Yah purvam tapaso jatam adbhyah purvam ajayata guham pravishyatishtantam yo bhutebhir vyapashyata etadvai tat. Whoever experiences everything through our body and mind and enjoys the experiences, he is Jiva. But if you look closely, he is not Jiva, he is the Isha, who is of the Lord of past and the future. And therefore the one who comes to know this truth, na vijugupsate, never comes to any worry, never comes to this idea of preservation. And such a person, once he knows that this truth, he alone knows that truth also. Likewise, the next shloka says, Yah purvam tapaso jatam. The one who was born, purvam, in the very beginning, the one who was born. How? Tapaso jatam. From the tapas. The one who was born. Not born because of the regular way of taking birth, having a parent. Without any parents, by tapas, by thought itself, somebody who was born. Adbhya purvam ajayata. And when was it born? That was born even before water was born. Even before water means Panchabhutas came into existence, that came into existence. And where is it? Guham pravishyatishtantam. It is seated in the cave of the heart, of whom? All the beings, bhutebhi, in all the beings means, bhuta, we are called bhutas. And bhutanatha is God. So bhuta means made of 5 elements, panchabhuta. The one who is made of panchabhutas means all the beings. He is hiding inside them. Where? Like in a cave. Hiding in a cave means it's not easily visible. In such a way he is hiding. And the one who sees that truth, vyapashyata, such a spiritual seeker knows that this truth which is hiding in the cave of all the beings, that alone is the highest truth. There is no difference between the two. Now think a little more. Last time, what was the idea? You are a Jiva, and if you look closely, Antika, you realize you are only the Isha. You are only the Param Brahman. Here what is saying, who was born before water? Tell me. It was born. Means it was some Vyakta Rupa. In Sukshma also is okay, but he is born. Go back to our Aitareya Upanishad. First was Parabrahman, then Ishvara. Then who was there? Hiranyagarbha. In Hiranyagarbha was born water and other things. So before water who was born? Hiranyagarbha. And how was it born? By tapas. Ishvara thought. Ishvara thought. What should I create? Tapas means to think. Concentratedly think. By thinking, there's a Aitareya Upanishad says, sa tapo tapyata or sa tapas taptva, like that some word called tapas is used. So after tapas Ishvara does, what is come out? In his mind, Hiranyagarbha came out. So he says now, Jiva is over. That idea that if you think you are a Jiva enjoying all the things through the body, look closely, that is Brahman only. Next thing, if you think Hiranyagarbha is you, Jnana Atmani, Mahati Atmani this is. Mahati Atmani is you, who is born first even before water was born and is hiding in all the hearts. Look closely. Who is it? It's Brahman only. Like ornaments made of gold are gold only. Ring is gold, chain is gold, bracelet is gold. Like that, whatever is made of Brahman is Brahman. Earlier shloka said Jiva is Brahma. This shloka is saying if you go a little more deeper, you'll think Hiranyagarbha. But Hiranyagarbha is also Brahman only. That is the idea. The one who understands this truth, he understands the ultimate truth. That's why they say Yah Pashyati Sa Pashyati. The one who sees this sees that. Otherwise you are simply looking but you are not seeing. Your eyes are open. Sometimes your eyes are open, we are seeing but we are not seeing. Our mind is somewhere. So the one who understands that Jivatma is also Brahman, Hiranyagarbha means Jnane Atmani is over. This is Mahati Atmani. Remember our Yached Vang Manasi, Prajnas Tad Yached Jnanam Atmani, Jnana Atmani, Mahatini Yached, Tad Yached, Shanta Atmani. So we had 3 steps. Jnana Atmani, Mahati Atmani and Shanta Atmani. So this is the Mahati Atmani concept, that Mahati Atmani is also Parabrahman only. We may think of it as different from Parabrahman, but Hiranyagarbha is also a modification of the same Parabrahman. The one who knows this knows the truth. See, their problem is they can't explain what Brahman is in words. Yato vacho nivartante. So they are trying to explain everything else and saying if you closely know this truth, you will know it is Brahman. If you closely watch, you will come to know. Like if you eat a sweet, you know it is sweet. From seeing, you don't understand. Little taste, it may look different colors. Suppose I put colors in different sugar candies. One is a green, blue, red, yellow, orange. From far they may look, they may be different, you'll think. But the moment you taste, look closely, this is all made of sugar. Like that, Jivatma is sugar, like Brahman. Hiranyagarbha is also Brahman. That is how it is, he is explaining. In the same sequence, the third one comes. Seventh. Ya pranena sambhavati aditi devata mayi guham pravishyati shthantim ya bhute bhirvyajayata etadvaitat. Again, one more explanation of what that Brahman is. This one is also Brahman. Which one? Now he explains. Which one? Ya. See, first time they're using a feminine word. That Brahman is also addressed as a lady. Actually, Brahman has neither man or woman, nothing. It is genderless. But Ya has been used this time. And what is this? Ya pranena, as the prana. What Sambhavati was brought out or was born. And what is it? Aditi. Aditi means that which is enjoying. Ada means to eat. And Surya is called Aditya because they say that Aditya eats everything. Eats everything means enjoys everything. Because of Aditya only food grows, because of food people live and people eat, and temperature inside the body is maintained by the sun outside. Like this, everything sun only in the form of the prana is enjoying everything, they say. So Aditi is the idea that that deity or that power which enjoys things. Who enjoys? Prana enjoys everything. Remember, those who have read Prashnopanishad, they will know of all the devatas, like eyes, ears, nose and everything, which devata is the best, is the disciple asks the Muni Pipalada. And Pipalada says prana is the best. It seems once all the devatas means all the indriyas and those lokapalas, remember? From Maitreya Upanishad. In eyes, sun was there, in nose, prana, in tongue, fire, Agni, in ears, Disha, in skin, Vanaspati, in navel, Apana and Mrityu, and reproduction, Varuna, and then in the heart, moon came out, in moon, Chandrama, and finally in the heart sat the Brahman. So this all we have read. So all these are devatas which are ruling this body. Devata is derived from the word, root word is div. Div means to illumine, to reveal. Therefore, all these gods reveal things to us. How they work in the eyes and reveal, like Chakshu Surya Ajayata, they say. Because sun is there, our eyes can see things. Suppose in a darkness, pitch darkness, can you see anything? It means even if things are around, they are not revealed to you. Devata Mayi it is. It means it is full of all these devatas. What is she? She is prana. ಪ್ರಾಣ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೋಪರಿಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಇದೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಡೈಟೀಸ್, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಇಂದ್ರಿಯಸ್, ಆಲ್ ದ ಪವರ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ. ದೇ ಸೇ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಈಸ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್, ಬಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಅದರ್ ಇಂದ್ರಿಯಸ್ ಡಿ ನಾಟ್ ಅಗ್ರಿ. ದೇ ಸೇ ನೋ, ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಟು ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಗಾಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಆಂಗ್ರಿ. Story, this is like children's story. And the prana started rising. I'll leave the body. The moment he rose, eyes rose, ears rose, nose rose, everything rose. It means they all left the body. They realized if prana goes out, we all will be dead. So prana has to be there. This prana only then distributes himself as prana, apana, udana, vyana, samana. Digestion, circulation, respiration, and ultimately even realization. All this is done by this prana only, they say. So it says that which is so important in this body, the body which is called Aditi Devata Mayi, because full of devatas are there in this body. Aditya is there, Varuna is there, Yama is there, and Dishas are there, Vayu is there. So of all the things, the prana is the most important, and that prana is also that only. Which one? Brahman. The one who knows that which was born as prana, which was the Aditi Devata Mayi, which enjoys everything and is consisting of all the devatas, all the indriyas and the indriya palas. Guham pravishyati shtantim. She sits where? In the cave of the heart. Means it is hiding inside you. And if you see closely, Ya Bhute Bhirvajayata, who manifests herself in the bhutas. Bhutas means all the pancha bhutas. It means all the human beings, animals, everybody. That in the prana rupa, she only resides in all. And if you look closely, what is this prana about? Then you realize that also is Brahman only. That Brahman only has given this birth to the Prana Shakti. That Prana Shakti is only Aditi Devatamayi and resides in the heart of all the beings. And Vyajayata, it's born with 5 elements. Because if prana goes, what happens to your body of 5 elements? It goes back to 5 elements. Likewise, till prana is there only, this body and consisting of 5 elements is capable of doing whatever it is doing. It means the very reason that you are enjoying this body or you are using this body is the prana. That prana is born from where? Brahman only. So basically they are trying to say, whichever way you look at your life, it's Brahman and Brahman alone. You look at yourself as Jivatma, it's Brahman alone. You think, no, I am beyond Jivatma, Mahati Atmani, Brahman alone. Forget all that. I am just this prana, Brahman alone. So it's basically telling in every Pratibodha Vidita Matam, that is what the Kenoparishad is telling. In every experience, see the hand of Brahman. In sickness, you see Brahman. In health, you see Brahman. In richness, you see Brahman. In poverty, you see Brahman. In victory, you see Brahman. In failure, you see Brahman. In praise you see Brahman, in blame you see Brahman. The one who sees like that alone knows the truth. All others are deluded. Likewise, that prana also is Aditi, Devatamayi, that also is. That's why Yadevi Sarva Bhuteshu, Shakti Rupena Samsita, Matru Rupena Samsita, Shudha Rupena Samsita. All kinds of names have been given to that Devi. That you alone are residing in all in different ways. Like that, prana is one, becomes apana, vyana, udana, samana. Likewise, that same power which is powering this whole body complex and seems to enjoy whatever the body is enjoying, that is none other than Brahman. If you know this power and the truth behind it, you are knowing the Brahman itself is the idea. Okay, the next shloka I will take up, the 8th shloka. Aranyo nihito jata veda गर्भ इव सुब्रुतो गर्भिणीभिः दिवे दिव ईड्यो जागृवद्भिः हविष्मद्भिः मनुष्येभिरग्निः एतद्वै तत्. It's a big word you have to break. Jagruvadbhihi, Havishmadbhihi, Manushyebi, Agnihi. So again it explains one more way. Now we all know these karmakandis are there who are all the time doing fire rituals. Full time they are busy doing these fire rituals. Morning they have to do one, afternoon they have to do one, evening one. And then in between also the fire should keep burning in their house. Never the fire should die out. And once the father has finished all his rituals and he is passing away, from his fire only the son borrows the fire and starts his Agnihotra again. And as long as the fire keeps burning in their house and the rituals keep happening, they believe that their Vamsha will keep on going. And Pitrus will be enjoying in Pitruloka. This is the idea. So like in the fire ritual, what is being done? Why this fire ritual is being done? It says, Dive Diva Idyo. Dive Diva means day after day, and Diva also means the brightness or illumination, for whose sake, Idyo, the adorable one, for whose sake day after day, Jagruvat Bihi means those who are very awake, means they are not lazy about their duties. They are alert and awake that this is the time to do our duties towards the fire ritual. Those who are such sincere worshippers of karma kandas, Havishmadbihi, who carry the right havihi into the fire at the right time. So there is a whole lot of ritual. When you say swaha, it seems the fire opens his mouth. Swaha, that time only you have to put the havi. If you put later, it will fall on his face, not in his mouth. Like that, everything has so much rule, and which place in the Agni you have to put. The kunda is like this, neither on the left nor on the right, some madhya. So there is a whole lot of rules. So Havishmadbihi, the one who has prepared the Havish to offer to the fire sincerely, and Manushyebi, such people, for the sake of Agni, they do all these rituals day after day. Whom are they worshipping in that Agni? He says that also is that Brahman only. It means whether you are a Jnana Kandi, I am Jivatma, or whether you are a Mahajnana Kandi, I am the Hiranyagarbha, or you are simply as a human being, a doctor, Prana, or you are even a Karma Kandi like Agnihotri. In all the things, what are we actually watching? What are we actually perceiving? That is the question being asked. To the answer is that one is Brahman only whom we are perceiving and worshipping in different ways. And previous to that is Aranyo Nihito Jata Veda. Like in the firewood, fire is hidden, but it is not seen. If you see the wood together, you cannot say this is having fire. It is not even hot. But if you rub the wood together, what happens? Fire comes out. So where did the fire come out from? From the wood only. It has a property. When you rub, it becomes hot. So I wanted to share this Vedic Arani to produce fire for rituals. This Arani is a wooden apparatus. There is a wood below and the wooden rod above, and they will churn. Like they churn butter, they will churn. So when this wood and that wood the friction happens, a small fire will come out. Immediately they'll preserve the fire using a cotton or something that catches fire, and that's how the Agnihotri will begin his Agni. It is a ritual by itself. So between the wood, the fire is hiding. That fire which is hidden inside the wood and is seen in the Agni Kunda, into which Havish is being poured. The unmanifest and the manifest fire, both are one and the same. And both are Brahman only, it says. And what else he says? Jata Veda. Jata Veda means fire's name. Jata Veda, it knows everything. That's why fire is also called Vaishwanaraha. It is in all beings. It's everywhere. Fire. How you will say fire is in my stomach? The heat, the temperature of the body is the fire. Fire has two properties, light and heat. So both properties belong to fire. So the idea is, if light is there, like bulbs are there, you may say it's a bulb, and Agnihotri will think of it as a fire. And similarly, you may say it's a heat, but Agnihotri will say it is fire only in this form. So fire is Jata Veda, it's everywhere, it knows everything. How it knows everything? Because it's everywhere. Look at if our body dies, what happens the first thing to the body? Temperature dies, cold. Because fire has left the body, or the heat has left the body. So that fire is also Brahman, is the inner significance. It's a poetry being told in so many ways. So it says, like Aranyo Nihito, like the fire hiding in the wood, Jata Veda, or how it is hiding, Garbha iva subruto garbini vihi. Garbha iva subruto. Like womb, like a fetus is protected in a woman's womb very carefully by the Garbhini, the pregnant woman, protects the fetus very carefully. Likewise, this Brahman is so carefully hidden in the world, just as fire is hidden in the wood. It is not seen. A baby in the womb is not seen. Only when it is born, it is seen. Likewise, the fire in the wood is not seen. Only when we churn, the fire comes out. Like that, Brahman is hidden in everything. We say that, no? Tila madhye yatha tailam, kshira madhye yatha grudam, pushpa madhye yatha gandham, phala madhye yatha rasam, kashtagni yat prakashena, tal lingam yachana prabhu. Like the oil is there in sesame seed, but it has to be produced. You have to extract the oil out of the seed. And like the ghrita, ghee is there in the milk, but it needs curdling and extraction, boiling, heating. Finally the butter comes out. Like that, how fragrance is there in the flower, you have to extract the fragrance. Like juice is there in the fruit, you have to extract the juice by squeezing the fruit. Likewise, fire is hidden in the wood. In the same way, O Prabhu, all this Jagat, Tad Lingam. Lingam means a kind of a indication. It's a representation. Pratika, Chinna they call it. So this all Jagat is nothing but your manifestation only, O Lord. That is that poetry that says. The same idea. It's a poetry, again you have to appreciate the poetry part of it. And also it's very important because he is telling any experience that you are having in the world, it's all Brahman only. This fire ritual people, when they light the fire, they should remember it is Brahman only who is manifesting as the fire. And whatever they do, by being awake and alert, what is the awakeness? Jagrita, uttishtata, jagrita. Here also says jagrita bhi, means those people who are aware that it is Brahman only manifesting as Panchabhutas, including this fire. And therefore, when they offer the Havish, they don't offer to the fire. In the representation of the fire, they are offering everything to Brahman only. So we eat every day. Whom are we offering? Brahma Arpanam, Brahma Havihi, Brahma Agnau, Brahmana Hutam, Brahma Ivatena Gantavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina. We learnt about that. And more importantly, what is the reply? Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. I am the fire in the belly of all beings. So that is the idea. So even this little thing that we eat Think of you doing a yajnam. And who is receiving all this? Brahman is. How? As becoming Vaishwanara in all the bodies. So that idea also is being manifested over here, that those people who are Jagrata, they will be aware, they will be awake, and they will realize that whatever they are doing, it is going to Brahman only. They appear to be eating food, but actually whom they are feeding? Brahman only. That is the idea, that everything is going to Brahman, and with that attitude one must live. And the one who understands this attitude and realizes Brahman in everything, realizes Brahman there also. Etad vai tat. This idea is only that. So that is the idea. One more, we'll take up ninth one, okay. Yataschodeti suryaha astam yatra sa gacchati tam devaha sarve arpitaha tadu nanyeti kaschana etad vai tat. Again, one more explanation for Brahman and its presence in the universe is yat cha udeti suryaha, from where sun rises, and astam yatra sa gacchati, and where it goes when it sets. Tam devaha, all the gods, arpita, they are all dependent on that one, from where the sun rises and where the sun sets. Means where the sun comes from and where the sun disappears at the end of the day. On that only, all other devatas are also dependent. Sarve deva tad arpita astu. All the gods are also born from that only, and they all go back into that only. No other, na atyeti kashna. Nobody can transcend that. Everything is within that. From which things are born, go back, and nobody can go beyond that. Na atyeti. Nobody can cross over that. That's why it is said in Purusha Suktam, Atyatishta Dashangulam. The Purusha, the being, contains the whole world in him. Sahasrashirasha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapad Sabhumim Vishwato Vritva Atyatishta Dashangulam. He has thousands of heads and legs and eyes and all that faces. And Bhumi Vishwato Vritva. He covers everything. The entire Bhumi he covers. Vishwato. Vishwa means everywhere he is. Vritva, covers. And what else? Atyatishta Dashangulam. Atyati. Atyati kinchana, na atyati kinchana. Atyati tishta dashangulam. How he is? After covering everything, he is 10 fingers larger than everything else. It's a poetic way of saying it is containing everything, therefore it is bigger. A container is bigger than the contained at any point in time. Like that, everything is contained and covered by Brahman, and yet it is beyond the things. That is the idea. This Indriya is also in Brahman. Jivatma is also in Brahman. Prana is also in Brahman. Hiranyagarbha is also in Brahman. Name it, everything is in Brahman. Because everything is in Brahman, obviously Brahman transcends everything. But nothing can transcend Brahman. That is why with all this help we can't know Brahman. We have to know Brahman by becoming Brahman, because nothing can capture Brahman. So that is the idea being saying, from where does this sun rise? You will say sun rises from the east. Where does the sun go? Sun goes to the west. But that's an illusion. It is not even the idea of the morning rising and evening setting. It is the idea that where did this sun come from in the very first place? Who created this sun in the very first place? And where will it all go at the end of it all? That is Brahman, is what is being told. And not only sun is dependent on that, because sun is one God, God of the eyes, Chakshuh. Like that, all the other gods, Varuna, Vayu, Yama, Vanaspati, Disha, Chandrama, where do they come from and where do they go? It means what? Where are all your sense experience coming from, and where are all your sense experiences going at the end? You are all experiencing everything because of that Brahman. That is the idea. Because sun is the god of the eye, we see things not because of a sun, but because of the Brahman who created the sun, who sustains the sun, and who dissolves the sun. Likewise, all the experiences that we experience through our Indriyas and the Devatas, Aditi Devata Mai, all these experiences are because of that Brahman, is what being said. These Indriyas, Indriyarthebhya, Mana, Buddhi, everything is born out of that Brahman, using which we are experiencing. So he is asking us, he is exhorting us to investigate. The one who realizes this, every thought, every word, every experience of life, which we get using our Indriyas, Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara, even Jivatma Bhava, Everything is Brahman only. That's why I say Rupam, Shabdam, Sparshan, Gandhan, Maitunancha. In all aspects, every experience is happening only because of Brahman and not anything else. Now it's a different story how we use those things. Brahman has given you everything. Now how you use is your problem. But otherwise everything is Brahman only. That idea is being again and again and again being told. One more we'll take up 10th. Yadeveha tad amutra. Yad amutra tadan vihya. Mrityoha sa mrityumapnoti. Ya iha naneva pasyati. Very good idea is that yada iva iha, that which is here. Iha, here. Tat amutra, it's also there. That which is here is there. Yad amutra, that which is there, tat iha, that alone is here. Tat anu iha, tadanviha, this is samadhi. That same thing is here also. So what happens? Mrityo sa mrityu apnoti, one goes from death to death, not birth to birth, not birth to death. Death to death that one goes, ya iha nana iva pashyati, the one who sees these two as different. The one who sees these things differently. What differently? That which is here is different from that which is there. Or that which is there is different from that which is here. The one who sees this way, he is not seeing correctly. Such a person goes from death to death. Why should he go from death to death? So far we know, we have almost accepted this idea that we will die and we will be born again in another body. So we should be going from birth to death and death to the next birth and next birth to the next death and next death to next birth. Why did he use the word mrityu samrityu apnoti? Because such a person who does not realize this is also Brahman, that is also Brahman, everything is Brahman, and sees no, this is Jivatma, that is another Jivatma, this is Deha, that is another Deha. These differences, the one who sees, he has not learnt anything in his life. The life which has not been used to learn anything, it is as good as a dead life. There is no life in such a person, he is as good as dead. Because the birth was to realize the truth. Leaving this truth, if you have realized everything and not learned the truth of Atman, you are as good as dead. You have wasted your birth. Atmahano, it says, you have committed suicide. Why? Because you have not used this birth to realize Brahman, but you have used this birth only for the sake of enjoying your senses, sense pleasures, running behind this and that, because you thought that is different from this and this is from that. You did not realize that everything is one in Brahman. That is the whole idea of this sloka. That such a person who does not realize the truth during one's own lifetime as a human being goes from death to death. He will not live, but he will be considered as dead. That is why Vivekananda used to say, those who live for others alone live. The rest are more dead than alive. The idea is that they are not really physically dead. But what use is such life where you have not lived it for the right purpose? And the purpose of life is only one, which is to realize that you are Brahman. If other than that you have done everything else, and you have not done this main reason for which you are born, then you are as good as dead. And therefore, you come to Yama's control from death to death, because Yama meets you only at the death. He doesn't come at the birth time. So last death he met you. Again he will meet you at the next death. Then he'll say, one full birth you have used and learnt nothing. Again you have come back to me. That's what the Yama is going to think. That's why mrityu samrityu apnoti. Because you did not learn anything in this birth, you made merry, khana, pina, sona, marna, and that repeat. Khana, eat, pina, drink, sona, sleep, marna, die. Eat, drink, sleep, die and repeat. This is what is going on. For such people, even such a precious jantu nam narajanma durlabham, beautiful human life is given, they will be only running behind their yoga kshema. Pareo marga, mudaha. I want this, I want that, I want this. And you vijugupsate. Why? I have to save this. First you get yoga, what you want, then kshema. All the life goes in saving what you have already earned and amassed. For such person, where is the time, where is their attention, where is the energy being spent on all these things? So where is the energy left for doing some paravidya, to think of something higher? For such people there is no escape. Mrityusa mrityumapnoti. Ya iha nana eva pashyate. I am different from you, you are different from her, and everybody is different from each other. This is Brahman, that is Kshatriya, that is Vaishya, this is Shudra. He is rich, he is poor, he is powerful, he is useless. The one who lives the whole life like this, such a person is as good as dead. He has wasted his life, and because he has wasted his life, therefore it's as good as calling them. You only move from death to death. The birth is not to be recognized at all. It is a big void. It is a blank. But you have to sit and meditate. What does it mean fire is hidden in the wood? What does it mean the mother protects the baby in the womb? What does it mean that we do Agnihotris, keep on offering to fire? What is all this? What do you mean Aditi Devata Mai? Who is this power in which all the devatas are residing? What is prana? How is prana representation of Brahma? Or how is that which was born before water, Hiranyagarbha? And what is that? Like this, you go on thinking about it. So that is the idea, that in every experience of life, see the hand of God. Good and bad, sickness and health, happiness and sorrow, loss and gain, pleasure or pain. In every experience of life, try to see the hand of God. Then only you are seeing, Ya Pashyati, Sa Pashyati. Otherwise, you are simply looking blindly. Eyes are open, but you don't understand anything. So learn to find that hand of Brahman and be comforted in the fact that Ishanam Bhuta Bhavyasya, he is the Lord of the past and the future. There is nothing which is not in his control. There is nothing that he does not know. And therefore I don't have to unnecessarily worry. Brahma Bhuto Prasannatma na shochati na kankshati. The one who has become one with Brahman, Prasannatma, they are always happy. How are you? Very well, first class, we are very good. But you are sick, I believe. Body is sick. I am first class. I am very good. This is the attitude of those people. How are you? Oh, I am like this. Yesterday the fever came. Today I am becoming weak. I don't know what's happening. No. Smile and say, I am fine. Body has to go through whatever Panchabhuta it is. Panchabhuta deals with Panchabhutas. That will take its own time. But I am fine. I am happy. Na shochati, doesn't become sorrowful. Na kankshati, doesn't become anxious and desirous of things. Remains peaceful. Samaha sarveshu bhuteshu. He has equal attitude towards all the beings, be it a cat or an insect, animal or Brahman himself, and all the human beings around. All towards everybody is a similar, equipoised, equal disposition towards all. But how does it come? He says, Mama Bhaktim. By the devotion to me, he attains Param, the highest. What is the devotion? Not to Krishna. Devotion to this idea. Parabhakti, this is that I am Brahman, everything is Brahman, therefore there is nothing that I lose, nothing that I gain, nobody I can hate, nobody I can love. I don't have to worry about saving myself or saving somebody, that Brahman is there. And the one who goes and falls at Brahman's feet in this way, mentally, that you are there, what am I? Why should I sit in the train and put the luggage on my head? Ayo, so much of train is putting so much of effort, how much weight it's carrying, let me carry my own luggage. Then you carry. Nobody can help you. So this idea is what is being Kathopanishad's central idea. Realize that you are Brahman and be free. Be free from all limitedness, bondage, sorrow and dukkha and all these illusions. Be free. That is the idea of Kathopanishad. And today in these times, it's most important to apply these teachings. Most important to apply these teachings. That it's all Brahman's will. There is some idea of Brahman playing here. Let us watch this show. Enjoy this show. Even if we have to act like whatever the role has been given, let us act and be done. What is not under his will? Everything is under his will. Therefore, I don't have to separately start parallelly worrying about how things will happen. Let Brahman worry. That is Brahman's idea. So that is the idea you should develop and be strong and be happy.